He got a wheelbarrow out there. Got third, so he's like got his wallet out there and flipping it open to these dudes. They actually have Moto wallets. They race with a wallet because he's going to put money in it as soon as it's over with.
That's, you got to stand up. You want sciatica problems? You got to stand up. And speaking of standing up, these kids are up and running through the rough stuff as we are underway after some track maintenance with the 65 and then 10 to 11. Yep.
With the whole shot, and Aiden can win this thing. Aiden Steinbrecher.
Well, Kevin, he got the whole shot. I mean, dude.
That helps.
That definitely. Is that
helps.
a key to a Moto right there? You're gonna throw out?
Oh yeah, keys to the Moto. A whole shot.
Whole shot, no crash.
No crash. Here comes the number 20 in the mix there as well. That's all we got. We got a program. We don't have sheets. We don't have them. Those two did not. Classes aren't in there. We've already looked. Yeah, Mikey already looked. We looked. Oh, several riders down now.
Oh, we've got a yard sale in the 10 Commandments. Now I think.
Oh, there's another.
Everyone's okay. One rider's walking off the track under his own power, but everybody else is back on the motorcycle. Then we got another pileup at the end in the corner.
And there's Rodney Tomlin. He's down. What happened?
Just by chance.
Nowhere. He just happened to be walking.
Fell down.
He's not even involved.
Oh, this dirt is very hard.
Rodney, tell me what happened there.
Let's get an instant replay.
Oh, that's where my ACL, PCL, NBC, ABC all gave out at the same time.
Steinbrecher on the gas is on the gas. Getting away right now. Got to be careful. You can see some water thrown down on the track. I now have to wonder if that's what happened in the 10 Commandments, because we had about 5 riders go down. Again, everyone is up and looks to be uninjured, but one rider's race looks to be done. No, he's getting back on the motorcycle. You got to love this. Everyone getting back on the bike.
That's awesome.
Battle for the lead is on right now. Steinbrecher's got some heat.
Oh, hang on. His foot drug off the face of that jump to 65. All right, so Aiden Steinbrecher trying to avoid all this chaos. Look behind him. There are 3 gnarly little dudes battling with him. That is so sandy. I mean, I know
is it so sandy? That is great. That sand turn is so sandy.
That super sandy beach turn is so sandy.
There's so much sand in that sand turn.
Looked out like they leave certain parts of this racetrack just hammered. 3-way battle, new leader, Jason Weigand.
Carter Gray, it was 69. I thought it was 66. It was Carter Gray who took the lead just as they headed toward that sand turn away from your whole shot rider, Aiden Steinbrecher. And here comes Easton Graves in the mix. Those are the 3 riders who are behind the billboards. You're not kidding. They left some bumps out here for 65s. Look at that corner by Graves. He's looking to go from 3rd to 1st. He's in 2nd right now. He crosses up Carter Gray. It's a drag race. Long straightaway here, and then our favorite, the long short shoot coming up next, and Easton Graves has done it. He's gone from 3rd to 1st. And now it's going to be Steinbrecher and Gray battling it out for 2nd.
Try to look back down the field, see if anybody that should be up front. There's Brayton Craiglow in 10th right now, Jason Weigand.
Okay, that is my name. Good job with your scouting coming into this event to know how to say my name properly. Easton Graves, and this is where kids really start to make a name for themselves here in this 10 to 11 65 class, and he's looking to do that by getting away. Gray and Steinbrecher come through next as they head to Storyland. I don't think Carter Gray is going to take this sitting down. Not only is he standing up, he is standing up. That's good coaching. And he's trying to keep Graves in sight. Way back of the track here. Looks like they did clean those ruts up a little bit on the outside, so all the 65 riders are taking those.
All the 65 riders.
Oh, you get a guy like a Blake Baggett on a 65, good style on a 65.
Old
65.
AMA sports manager Steve Carnegie goes to California. He goes, dude, there's a kid on a 65. And he called, and I sent you the video. I saw him last year and sent you that same video.
He came back, he did it, yeah.
But he was one of the first guys. He was on the Blake
Baggett thing in this class. In this class. Yep. Yeah, that's more than 20 years ago.
Picking him out.
Yep, we remember Blake Baggett in this class. A good rider on a 65. Oh, I told you Carter Gray was not done. So Easton Graves gets around him. Easton Graves starts making tracks, and Carter Gray picks up on the lines and is going back after him. So we've got a duel for the lead in those massive sand rollers for a 65 motorcycle.
Brought that sand over from Lommel. We have to return it. They've got to race it.
Oh, they leased it.
Yeah, we shipped it over here. You placed it over here.
Yep, we leased it.
Boxes of sand did you guys order?
Yeah, it's just like going to Lowe's. We get bags of it. It's like playground sand. Yep. Oh, Graves gets away there because Gray lost the back end, almost crashed, was able to save it, but lost a little bit of ground. So Steinbrecher has another shot at it from 3rd on the gas. Then it's Luke Roche, Chase Brennan, Jackson Vick, the number 70 and 6th, and Shoma Nagasawa, the number 66, starting to work his way up. Shoma Nagasawa in 7th. And Brayton Craiglow expect to be a front runner.
He's coming, though. He's coming.
Yeah, he's got some work to do. Craiglow is 8th. Bryson DeYoung and Brody Bircher. That rounds out your top 10. Into the 10 Commandments goes our leader, Easton Graves, starting to pull away again after Gray made the big mistake. And Easton Graves, number 31, coming out of Walker, Louisiana.
Do you think he possibly trains with Kevin Windham and the boys? That would make sense.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it.
I'm just guessing. Yep. Totally guessing.
I just literally just the state, and we'll just stereotype that.
Why not?
One fast rider from the state has to know the other.
Go to Kevin Windham.
Yep.
Even though he's in Mississippi.
Well, Mike Brown's from Canada, according to our results, so you never really know.
True story. 14 more minutes to go here, and well, Steinbrecher hanging tough now as we go in and out of the video, which kind of keep us on our toes here.
Yes. Hey, we got windows in our tower this year, thanks to everyone at Phoenix Honda or Maxon Construction. Thanks to David Eller and really his crew for helping put this together. Kevin Kelly and I have been asking for years to have a tower in the center of the track so we could see the 10 Commandments. We could see the start. They did that and then some with our penthouse tower suite up here.
And you can VRBO this 51 other weeks out of the year and come stay at the ranch here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Someone would do it. Yep.
Would probably make enough to build this thing. There's your leader cruising around just on a...
You're not kidding. You said Steinbrecher is back, and he is. He's trying to track down Gray, who is in 2nd. And then you got Luke Roche, Chase Brennan, Jackson Vick in formation. And then the rider out of Japan, Shoma Nakasawa, comes through next, and he is being pressured by Craiglow. They're in the sand beach turn. Craiglow starting to close up. Craiglow down to the inside. That is for 8th.
Over the tunnel of we're just friends, we're not in love just yet.
Little young for that.
Little young for that. And we have the tunnel of divorce in that plus 50 class. So it's
just heartbreak.
The tunnel of lust, whatever. It depends on what class. You that schoolboy class, it's holy cow. It's
it is
hormones.
on.
It's the tunnel of hormones.
A lot of excitement down there.
This is the tunnel of, I don't like girls. Okay, let's just be real. I like baseball.
I like dirt bikes.
That's it.
I'll tell you, Gray and Steinbrecher are waging a battle right now for the number 2 spot. They're headed to the long short shoot. Steinbrecher, he got the whole shot. He went back to 3rd. And we say this every year, Kevin, only at Loretta's do you see someone
go back,
ramp it back up.
And find it.
He has found the pace.
Well, and then they just work the track in a lot of areas, so maybe he's just finally putting all the segments back together. I mean, it's a lot of track to put together.
And then the 20, is that Luke Roche in 4th, but a pretty good gap back.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this kid just threw down 3 seconds quicker than anyone. Jackson Michael Vick got a great arm. Very mobile motocross rider. That's what the scouting report says for Jackson Vick. Doesn't like reading the playbook, so it's going to cost
his legs. Yep.
Virginia Tech native there.
Jackson Vick. How'd that work out there with Falcons? How'd that work out?
He loves pit bulls. Not the singer. Not the singer.
So Easton Graves has pulled away, but Gray has done it. Gray was holding up under pressure. Now Steinbrecher has finally gotten back around him. Let's see if Gray can get him back. Fun to see these kids. Someone makes a move, someone else ramps the pace back up and repasses him, and that's what we got going right now.
There you go. Keep an eye on that number 70. Like I said, Jackson Vick was 3 seconds faster than anyone on the racetrack back in 5th, so one of those guys that's popping into view now. As we look for our leaders, there he is, the 31 of Easton Graves, right beside us here in the announcer's tower, as is Greg Geisler. Big wallet taking up another. I can't even see out of that window because of his wallet. Jeez,
that was an eclipse. That was an eclipse. That's just
a brick
blocking our view of the sun here.
Hundreds off.
He could charge you. Hey, I'll pay you for some shade. You want some shade?
I'll buy your RV right now and I'll sell it to your neighbor. He's selling vehicles, I guarantee you, right now down here. He probably sold your truck. He just sold yours. You don't even know it.
Yep.
I'm going to need that title. What? Why? I just sold your truck. What? How do you do that?
So let me look at the lap time. Graves just went 2:19. He's pulling away. He's got a 6-second lead over Steinbrecher. Gray, as mentioned, back to 3rd. But the rider you're watching is Jackson Vick.
He's our Jeremy Fapani of this moto. Jackson Vick is coming. It's a power move. That's a power move. Looking at Graves heading right towards us here into the 10 Commandments. Goes super wide, says, I ain't messing with those ruts. And Steinbrecher slowly creeping back into this thing, man. And our fourth place ride, Jackson Vick, Jason, there he is. There's third. There's Jackson Vick right behind him.
Yeah, Jackson Vick, the rider we're watching on that number 70, starting to close the gap.
He's a big kid, too.
10 minutes to go in this moto.
Check him out. Look at him, just physically look at him, Jason. There's our third place rider, and Vick's going to come right behind him.
Yep.
He's a big kid compared to that
He
dude.
does
Big
look
dude.
gigantic. Maybe not long for a 65 as he's putting the pressure on Gray to try to get into third.
That's a big dude.
He's a big dude. He's our size on a 65.
He'll be looking you eye to eye.
Yeah, on the podium. I'm going to try to stay on his good side.
You bet. Luke Adam LaRoche back in fifth. We go to Adam LaRoche's ranch later on for Red Bull Imagination.
He's a big motocross guy, former Major League Baseball player.
With the Braves.
Yep.
He was he was there this past game with Chipper Jones during BP.
Oh, and was that Gray?
I think it was.
Down, yes. Gray was trying to keep the heat on the 70 of Jackson Vick. You saw Gray upside down in that corner. So that's going to put Jackson Vick to third. You mentioned how tall he is on this 65, working that motorcycle. And, man, he put in some work to get to third. I mean, about 7th, 8th early in this one. And now that number 70 in third place. Steinbrecher in second. And Easton Graves in the lead. 8.5 minutes left in this moto.
Jackson Vick drove the last leg in here with the Sprinter van. Said, I got it, Dad. I'll take it from here. Brought the family on in. He's got to be at work tomorrow morning, too, so he's got to get this moto out of the way.
Yeah, that booster seat is long gone from that truck.
No, absolutely.
He could even sit up front. I don't know if he's old enough, but he's got enough height. He could even sit in the front. Doesn't need to be in the back seat anymore.
Oh, no, he's driving.
How crazy is motocross, by the way? I experienced this myself, where you will ride a motorcycle and do super gnarly things at an age where you're so young that when you get back in the car, you got to sit back in a child seat
backwards
in the car. You can go on a motocross track and do all this.
No.
When the day's over, you're driving home.
Get in that seat.
Get that harness.
Put a mouthpiece in.
A binky.
Plastic helmet.
Binky. Yep.
My kids are special. So.
Yeah. After the moto, oh man, he got second. He's so mad. No, he just needs his binky. Really young out here.
Just he needs his blankie.
Yep.
So it's Graves, Steinbrecher 6 seconds back, and Jackson Vick's only 4 seconds behind Steinbrecher. So this thing's far from over as we take a look at our leader, the 31.
Dude, these motos have to feel so long to a 65 rider.
No doubt.
Yeah, this is much longer than anything they would be doing at the local level. And Easton Graves is just trying to click the laps off.
And these kids have to go hunt and find racetracks that can get this rough to even simulate anything close to this. It's hard to even, most promoters try to not let it get so rough, you know what I mean? And this, it's hard to find something to replicate.
Yeah, the Weekend Warriors, this is not the roughness that they want. When you ride in these ruts and these bumps, that's what makes people say, yeah, I'm good.
I don't like it.
Yes, but to train for this event, you need it.
Yep.
And let's see what Jackson Vick can do. Can he climb up even further than the number 3 spot? There is your leader, Graves, on the 31.
Coming right. Nope, that's not him.
I thought it was. Now he's in the sand.
Over there. There we go.
Yep.
So there he is. Going to be about 6 seconds back. There is. He's already made the pass. I believe that is Vick right now in second. Comes through and high fives Donnie Banks. He's eye to eye with Donnie Banks. Now, he just grew a foot during the moto. He's actually growing.
Look him in the eye.
He is.
Get over a jump and look me in the eye, boy.
Look, dude, there's your leader. There he is.
So, yeah, we got the gap now as we're into this beach turn. There's a leader, and then you see how big a gap he has over Steinbrecher. The question is Steinbrecher going to be able to hold on? Because you got the hard-charging Jackson
No, he's
Vick.
already made the pass.
Already around him?
Yeah, he's there. He's right there. That's him there.
He might make a run for the win here.
Yeah, he's got 250B coming up here in a minute, too. He's got to get ready for that.
Yes.
There's our leader, 31. And then there's our second place rider. Guys, he's got time. There's no 2-lap board out. He just turned a 2. So Jackson Vick turned a 3-second lap quicker than our leader lap time, Graves. 2:20. Vick throws down a 2:17.
Steinbrecher pushed back to third. Now he's got to try to hold on for a podium with Chase Brennan and Luke Roche. 4th and 5th, Brayton Craiglow, Carter Gray, Shoma Nagasawa, Braxton Baldock, and Bryson DeYoung is 10th. Hey, we got to interview Joe Shimoda yesterday as part of Radio Fox, and there were some hilarious stories. He knew nothing about Loretta's at all. His parents just said, in 10 days we go to USA. And he's like, okay. And then he raced, he qualified, he made it in. He knew nothing. He didn't have a favorite
And
rider.
the preface behind that question was, hey, man, the pressure of being at Loretta's when you came the first time, I'm sure it was very intense. He goes, I knew nothing about it. I'd never seen it. Well, who was your favorite rider? I'd never watched motocross, never seen motocross. He had no idea.
He just raced local in Japan.
He just got his first favorite rider 2 years ago. It was Justin Barsha.
Yes, his
That's what he
favorite
said.
rider is Barsha, who it's like the exact opposite of what Shimoda does. Have you ever seen Shimoda hit somebody?
No.
It's exact opposite.
And Joe's a tactician. He's calculated, and Justin is just...
And I guess he wants a little more Barsha in his style. But I'm talking about this because we do have a rider from Japan here in 9th, Shoma Nagasawa. And that's kind of where Shimoda was. I remember the first couple years of the ranch.
Top 10-ish.
Yeah, solid. And then Super Mini, he just went to another level.
Yep.
And now Joe's one of the best 250 riders in the world. But it was fun to hear his stories of coming to Loretta's as a kid. In 10 days, we go to USA. We're racing dirt bikes. And he had to do an area, a regional.
Okay.
Yep. But, yeah, he didn't think of it as pressure. He didn't even know.
And then he comes to school. They go, we moved to America. And
Does not speak English.
He goes to the principal, and she has to take him to every class. He goes, in Japan, we stay in one room all day.
Yeah. Yep.
And now she has to, I go to principal, she takes me to every class.
Yep.
She was very nice, is what he said.
He was very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Yes. Looks like the challenge from Vic is over.
He came by a minute ago, took his hand, after he cleared the mechanics there, he took his hand off. He's like, barely holding on. He's getting little baby arm pump, mini arm pump.
Yeah, yes.
You ever hear kids talk about that?
Muscles. Oh, no, it happened. I was really proud. The first time my kid got an arm pump, I'm like,
he did get it.
Congratulations, bro.
You're
a motocrosser
there.
now. Yep. We don't need to have the injuries, but you can have the arm pump, and you could say you got the experience. 6 seconds. Vic he was able to take 1 second off there. I mean, he's creeping up, but he's still 6 seconds in back. But you give Vic a better start, and he might want to win it in Moto 2. Easton Gray is going to try to finish this off. I will head down to the podium. We're looking at a Graves, Vic, Steinbrecher podium as of now with 2 to go.
Coming into the 10 Commandments, the number 31, Easton Graves trying to hold on to this thing. He's got the 10 Commandments essentially separating him from the number 70 of Jackson Vick, but Jackson Vick has established himself as one of the guys, just like Papani did earlier in the day.
Well, we saw it in the previous class with Liam Aloff taking the win. He had the breakthrough last year. I don't think, going into Loretta's last year, did you have Liam Aloff on your list of this guy could win? When did it happen?
He was doing stuff all throughout the year.
It was building.
It was there, and he got some help, I believe, with KTM last year, and it was building. But no, I didn't see it. And again, he's made more leaps and bounds in areas.
So that's what these kids. This is a little bit younger group. We're talking Super Mini with Aloff, but you never know when it's going to click. And that's what the Easton Graves, who's been around and done well at Loretta's before, but Jackson Vick, this would be big for him to get second. We're actually dispatching our man Zach down to the podium for this one, so Kevin and I will work the rest of this 65 10 to 11.
Hope you guys are enjoying this on Racer TV. It's free coverage all day long, man. It starts at 7:30. I mean, we catch that first moto, we take it all the way to the finish line.
We will have intermission after that. We'll cover that. Kevin will be calling all the action.
All the intermission
action. Giving you the play-by-play and the blow-by-blow.
All the tractors and dump trucks and water trucks.
There is the 70 of Jackson headed in. Should be white flag out right now for our leader. 1 to go for Easton Graves. And man, he put on a clinic in the first couple laps of this moto. It was really strong, especially through this rutted turn that's coming up here. This left-hander. He was making moves, and that's what he set up to make the pass on Carter Gray to get to the lead. And he is long gone now. And I think Jackson Vick has said, all right, I got the second in this one. Rematch coming in Moto 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Two's as good as a 1, even though I don't understand why that is, but it's...
I know you're just confused. And then they go back to school, these kids, and they're like, no,
two's as good as a 1.
Not as good as a 1.
No.
It's not.
You want to be number 1? No, I'm 2.
We'll have Andrea Lieb explain that. A 2 is not the same as a 1. Only in motocross scoring terms
is it as good as a 1, right?
Yep.
So it's white flag, lap 65, 10 to 11. Easton Graves, quick recap, got around Aiden Steinbrecher and really has never looked back. He almost had to because Jackson Vick was on the come, but Vick had to just take a deep breath and settle for second.
Hey, this just in. We got Ryan Villapoto and Damon Bradshaw. They're going to sign autographs at Yamaha during intermission, which starts when this moto is complete. So head on over and chat and get some autographs from Damon Bradshaw and Ryan Villapoto. We had Damon Bradshaw on a retro-looking bike with retro-looking gear, and it was a two-stroke yesterday riding this track.
Just pounding out laps.
Wait a minute. Is that our leader?
No, it is our
Graves
leader.
has gone down, and he cannot start the bike.
New life for Jackson Vick. Nope, Vic. No, he's already came past. That was Vic that went past.
I think so. I think he just coughed it up on the last lap.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
We are looking for Jackson Vick on the number 70. Does Vic even know he is now the leader? There's Vic way off in the distance coming around in the sand. And Jackson Vick will go right past the 31 of Easton Graves, who is kicking the motorcycle, trying to start it, not kicking it.
Yeah, not kicking it in anger.
No.
Trying to start it, okay.
So there it is. The 31 is about 4 seconds back, and Jackson Vick,
well,
the Chad Reed way, you got to be in it to win it, man.
Nice. So Jackson Vick might get this moto win. We got him right in front of us, and he is the leader.
When he crosses the finish line, if he gives us the fist pump, then we'll know that he knows. That I know, that you know, that he knows he is the winner.
You know, from how far back he was, I don't know if he realized what bike he needed to pass.
Yeah. Exactly. He never even got close enough to the 31. He's going to see this white flag go to a checkered, and he's going to be like, did I just do it? What? We got a fist pump, Weech. He might know.
He knows. All right.
He must have got some text during that moto, and they messaged him, DM'd him or something like that.
Siri told him, you are the leader. So there it is. Congratulations to Jackson Vick. Easton Graves recovers for second. He crashed while leading on the final lap.
Unbelievable.
And Eden Steinbrecher, who had your Stasic hole shot, he will end up third. And Jackson Vick, well, 2 is as good as a 1, but a 1 is as good as a 1, so I'll take that as well. Steinbrecher third. We'll give you the rest of the order here in just a second. Chase Brennan was 4th. Brayton Craiglow 5th. Carter Gray 6th. Braxton Baldock looking for 7th. Luke Roche 8th. Shoma Nagasawa is 9th. Dylan Graham is 10th. We'll have intermission coming up next. And then we'll go back to racing in about a half hour's time with the mini senior 12 to 14. And then it's Masters 50 plus. So a big shake up there. Easton Graves led all the way to the final lap, but Jackson Vick will take the win. We'll let our man Zach take over on the podium once our 65 riders are ready to go. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we are down here on the podium. Your race winner there, taking a moment, wash the dirt off the face. I think he's still a little in shock here. I'm not sure whether he realized it or not, but he figured it out pretty quickly. Everybody started celebrating, saying, you got the job done. And he's got a gold medal waiting on him here. Get a little hydration. He worked hard for it, so we're going to give him a second to get cooled off, and then we will grab a word with your winner here in the 65 10 to 11 limited class. So if we can get Jackson Vick up here, we're going to get a word with your winner here. We've got the winning machine right in front of me. You feel the heat off of this thing. It is testing both man and machine out here early on day number 1. And we talk about it all the time. You got to fight all the way through the checkered flag. You never know. Even if you're in second on the last lap, you fight all the way to the checkered flag. And Jackson Vick's going to be able to tell us why, because he's got a gold medal here in Moto number 1. Put your hands together for your first Moto winner in 65 10 to 11 limited. We're going to grab some photos here, and then we will grab a word with your winner. Jackson, man, we got to ask, you had a great race going on the whole time, and you were sitting in that second place spot. You were putting the pressure on. What happened on that last lap? Did you even know you were in the lead when you came across the finish line?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a terrible start, and then I fought back really hard at the beginning. Caught up to second, and I was gone. I was pushing so hard.
Talk about what it took as far as fighting all the way to the finish line. You never gave up, and it clearly paid off as you got a gold medal around your neck now.
Yeah, I'm super happy. This is the best position I've got out here. So.
Yeah, it's hard to get much better than this, man. You got the number 1 spot going into Moto 2. Who do you want to thank for taking you out here?
My mom, my dad, JK Cycles, MCT, Matt Cleveland, my trainer, Adventure Moto, 100%, Answer, 100%, Enzo, and everybody else, thank you so much.
There you go. He is out of breath, man. He had to work hard for that. Put your hands together one more time. The number 70 of Jackson Vick grabbing that first Moto win here in 65 10-11 limited. And now we're going to catch a word with second place here. I mean, what a race. Easton Graves, I mean, he had the speed. He had a great race. Look at the camaraderie there between Vick and Graves. And we're going to get a word with him right now. This is yours. Guys, put your hands together. What a ride here for your second place finisher. Man, so it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes you come out on top, sometimes you catch the short end of the stick, but you're still up here on the podium. You got second place. How'd you feel about that first moto?
Good. I had a good start. I got hit in the ribs with some handlebars, and I couldn't breathe most of the moto. Then I kind of messed up. I knew I was like, this last lap needs to be as clean as possible. I got into story lane, and I kind of just I went into a rut, kind of just caught my front end and just flipped me forward, but it was good overall.
Yeah, I was about to say, Storyland has seemed treacherous all day today, and you had it until that last lap, but we know you got the speed, we know you got the endurance, and we know you got the heart. You got to be feeling good coming into Moto 2, right?
Yeah, my next coming into Moto 2 or first Moto mod class tomorrow. I'm coming out swinging. I want more wins than just silver. I want wins.
You like the silver, but you want the gold, don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you got the silver to start. That keeps you in the championship fight. Who do you want to thank for taking you out here racing?
My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, whole Rocky Mountain Rides Unlimited 17, Buka, Alpine Star Asterisk, 7, Bell, Johnny over at Scott, Forget My Vision Clear, all the boys over at Alpine Star, Bees Moto Lab, Lynx Racing, Dunlop Tires, and everyone else, thank you so much.
There you go, guys. That is second place. And like I said, running up front most of the moto. Graves going to come out swinging here in Moto number 2, without a doubt. And we've got a little bit of hardware as well as a whole shot award coming up next. Eden Steinbrecher, man, I'm going to give you your Stasic whole shot award first, and then that is yours. Put your hands together. Steinbrecher grabbing third on the day here in the first moto. Here, we'll get you in front of the bike, show off all your sponsors and gear. Looking good, feeling good. And let me get out of the way. Get the photos first, man. Graham's got to eat. I know you got the following. Huge job out here at Loretta's, man. This is the top race, man. You gotta get the photos, and now we gotta get the interview. Take us through your first moto out here at the ranch. How you feeling?
I feel great. Got the whole shot. I was just consistent, a couple of laps. Took it kind of easy, not really on the last lap, but it was good.
Feels pretty good coming around that first turn with clean vision, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, great job, man. You're coming out swinging third on the day. You're in that championship fight. Who do you want to thank for taking you racing?
The Lord Jesus come and keep me safe. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, Fox, 100%, Dunlop, Gas, Next Level, Daniel, Maddie, T-Rex, FMF, MX Clinic, Jeff, and Ryan Sipes, and Epica, and everybody else who supports me. Thank you.
There you go, grabbing that Stasic Whole Shot Award as well as third place here in Moto number 1. Eden Steinbrecher grabbing third in 65 10-11 limited. And that is going to do it for us down here from the podium. I'm going to send it back up to you guys in the tower.
Thanks, Zach.